Check. Miami on the rocks. Casey Chops.
And the gem.
Ray Ripper.
B with 2 E's.
This is our second episode, hitting the ground running. And what's good? How's everything?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm just a little stressed out because I'm like, I eat vegetables, right, to try to stay healthy. And these vegetables that God sent us on the earth to eat, these women are using them for things, Ray, that I've never.
What is that?
Like
the
cucumbers, I'm seeing things
bro.
with cucumbers. I'm seeing things with
Coconuts.
I'm seeing things with all.
Yo, I'm out here like I'll go to Whole Foods and I'm just walking by and I'll see these cucumbers. I'm just like
Side eyeing the cucumber.
like, nah. Like what is up with that? Is that another hot girl thing?
Yeah, like the hot girls are really starting trends.
So okay, the hot girl summer is taking a whole different
still
route
summer?
than I expected. It is still summer.
Jeez,
yeah,
bro.
we got a solid month and a half left.
Oh my god.
So, okay, I know everyone saw the video of what happened in ATL with that cucumber, Alexis Sky,
some dude,
Boosie.
if you're out of the loop, some Atlanta like tastemaker had like a party. Yo, hey, come on, bro. What do you mean?
Okay. Go ahead. I see what
Is that what he want? Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And then he brought some girls who were also tastemakers. They were tasting.
Yeah.
They were
Okay.
tasting things. They were doing contests with vegetables, certain vegetable, a cucumber, right? Was it just a cucumber?
Yeah.
The only thing I saw were the clips, which were very visual and very explicit.
So basically, the goal of this contest was who can replicate, the cucumber as a dick and suck it the best. And
And look what it turned into.
Well, listen, in my opinion, all those girls deserve to win. They were like, I've never seen so much drool and spit coming from the mouth.
Actually, hold on, Em. I think that's the way it's supposed to be done. Well,
yo, are we getting right into the shit?
Am
right now?
I don't know.
Yo,
Well, apparently, I
about it, Ray.
I now know why I'm not married.
gotta get that sloppy toppy. You hear me?
dude, yeah, but a lot of girls don't know when you say sloppy what they mean by that, Ray.
Whoa.
Well, I'm not to be.
First of all, I just remember.
Look, I'm gonna.
I can't. I just remember seeing some Latina-looking girl that was standing up, and she was just like,
Going ham.
and all I saw was like thick, not even like, it was like thick, like inner from the back of your throat spit.
Okay, that's what I was gonna tell you.
I was
Look,
like,
Em,
how do you do
that's
this?
the key is that in the back of your throat, you got like a different type of thicker.
Yes.
It's like a lubricant. So
It's-
that's how women. That's like
I
women
can
who don't know how to.
see.
That's what men mean by sloppy. Getting that type of spit and it makes it sloppy. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the back of your throat.
I was
The
very
noise, the everything, just everything. It just all got to be there.
And like one of the girls was literally standing there, and she was just like,
Going ham.
and I just saw like, and it was very thick. I was like, what the hell?
Damn, you gotta take some notes, baby.
But
Like,
you-
listen, they trying to put
Wait,
you on
am I
game,
Just
man.
like trying to picture this
Do
in my
you
mind.
do you
like,
suck dick like that? Because I know I don't think I've ever had that kind
V,
of.
I gotta be drunk as fuck.
V. Okay, I'm saying it's
With
in
that,
you.
no, all drunk head
He
is
said
lit
it's in
head.
you.
I can't even be mad.
Nah,
Drunk head is
I'm-
where the lit is.
To be super honest, when I'm drunk and having sex, it's just I'm like numb, but it's just I'm rocking. I just go crazy. That's why. Listen, if we're having sex for the first time, I'm gonna make sure I'm not drunk. I cannot because
No, I'm gonna be lit.
But what happens if
I'm
you're
gonna be
drunk,
drunk.
as opposed to it's better or worse?
it's just you're gonna be in for a long ride. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's better for me.
yeah.
Not like wasted, but like I like the.
Like tipsy, drunk.
Yeah, even
Okay.
me, even like smoked a little bit, so like I'm lit, but I'm calm and relaxed, so like I could get in like my chill bag, like you know what I mean.
So
like,
drunk sex or high sex?
a little combo. If I had to choose,
Yeah.
both are dope. Both
I
have
need-
their different vibes.
I like.
But what would you
tipsy.
prefer?
Like drunk sex, like I'm like more like you're on a wall type shit.
Right,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
choking.
High sex, I'm more like chill, like. I probably
But wait, you already told us you like make love every time, and it's an experience.
when I'm high, I'm more in that bag.
Facts.
When I'm high, I'm more in like I'm gonna just get lost and like eating you out for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like that's how
Loving
where I'm
everything.
taking my time with shit. Like there's no rush, you know what I mean? But when I'm drunk, I'm
We're
more
like-
with
we're
the
like, okay,
when I'm drunk,
we're not
I'm more
mad
with
at
the
that.
shit. Like, I'm drunk, I'm more with the shits.
Listen, I don't smoke, so I like tipsy sex. Too drunk, I don't like because
Right.
I kind of want it to be over so I can go to bed if I'm too drunk. Yeah.
So is there like do you enjoy when your man is drunk opposed to when he's sober? Like, because some women I know complain about it when he's drunk, and some women enjoy it when he's drunk.
I think I find people are more loose when they're drunk. So like I like the talking and the passionate making out. So like I find when you're tipsy or drunk, like that happens easier because some people are kind of like Don't you find people are like kind of like nervous to like
Yeah.
like
yeah.
call me a bitch?
That's not.
Only when we're having sex.
Yeah. Smack you in the face, right? You like that? You know?
Choke me.
Yeah, choke. You know, yeah, I'm
But I
saying.
feel like when you're drunk and you're like open to do those type of things, they translate to when you're sober eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, I feel like the drunk you is the inner you.
facts.
It's the I don't give a fuck. That's the best time to ask me any question you need to ask me because I'm gonna let you know exactly how I feel, good and bad, and then might regret it the next day. But at least the truth is out.
So these women were, you know, with the vegetables. Is it a challenge now? The cucumber challenge?
I hope
Is that
not.
what it's called?
I hope not.
Listen, let's just hope all these girls are going through their hoe phase. And all these men are going through their hoe phase, and that's why we see these kind of things on the internet.
That's important. The whole phase is very important because
did-
you need to get it out now as opposed to when you find someone because it's.
I feel like for most women, it should be like
In your,
when
in your
they're
20s.
in their college years, right?
Yeah, I think.
that's for everybody. I think
Yeah, no, facts.
that's what mine was.
Yeah, no.
college.
Mine was a little
I
after,
know
but-
some people that were in serious relationships from like high school to college, so they didn't start their hoe phase until they were in their like late 20s. So they were like OGs in the hoe phase,
Wow.
basically. You know, like I know a girl that like got divorced. She has 3 kids. She's like 37, and she just now started her hoe phase.
Yeah, think about the
37.
people-
But imagine being a cougar in your hoe phase. Like it's not the
lie.
same kind of
Yo,
phase.
think about the
It's
people
kinda
that got
fun.
married in early, like when they were 19, like or got into a serious relationship. They never went through the whole phase early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now maybe they're divorced or they're single again, and they're older going through it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, I knew
they're
a
at Cafe
girl-
Guano on Wednesdays. like, yo,
I knew a girl that only was with someone from when she was like 15 all the way to like 27, and then 3 kids, and then they find her only sexual partner, and then she like
She got
was
loose.
dormant for like
I
5
couldn't
years,
do
and then
that.
now she's like going through a hoe phase, and I'm like,
But hey, to each his
Power
own.
to
Like
people.
life hands you certain cards that you got to play, and they. I just hope they get over it and they don't stay in their whole face. Because a lot of women nowadays, that's why we get confused with, the 9s and 10s as opposed to the 6s and 7s. Wifing these women up.
right.
Because a lot of these older women, you'll think they're well established and everything, but they still going through their whole phase.
so okay, if a woman or a man is well established and got their money and all that other shit, does that give them a pass to like hoe around on you? Like, are you more willing to be accepting if you met a girl who's 27 and she's like already a doctor, already finished school, she got her shit, she owns a house, she's ready, but on the weekends she tells you like, yo, every Saturday I go out with my girls, and you can't tell me nothing. Because men do that. Men find a girl and be like, yo, Em, like, I'm going on a guy's trip, and no, you're not coming. And no, don't ask me if you
Don't ask
can't
me no
come. And no,
questions.
when I'm there, don't blow my shit up. And when I come back, don't ask me what happened. And like,
It
because
depends.
if he has money, he'd be like, no, that's how men are. If they have money, it's like basically like, so Casey, what'd you do in Colombia? I had a good time. What did you do in Colombia? Casey's my boy. He don't tell me what the hell he did in Colombia.
Yeah, but I'm sure I'm sure he would say it was great. I had fun with my friends, and
Yeah.
he's not gonna say like,
What's fun?
is that what he's gonna get asked? See, that's the difference
Pretty
between
much.
like the crazy Latin girls. They dig deep
Oh,
for like,
yes.
like you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like,
Oh, Lord.
like
We
you know
had
what I mean?
fun.
Like, it's not just like, oh, okay, I'm glad you had fun.
No.
Like, so where did you go to eat? What were your favorite places
Right.
to eat?
have
With a
pictures?
Puerto Rican or like a Dominican is gonna be like, oh, well, what kind of fun did you have? What time did you get home?
Right.
It's gonna be like an interrogation.
But to be honest though, I kind of like that when it comes to the Latinas.
Like, what do you mean? Like the
Well, because
you like the possibility
I'm not
of
gonna
being
say
stabbed?
the FBI shit, but I'm just saying, I like to know that my woman wants to know all of my, what I'm
He
doing.
likes the idea of maybe at any given moment he might get stabbed or punched in the face.
I don't need all that,
Yeah,
but
totally.
yeah, because I know, but y'all girls are like that.
No,
Y'all,
I don't.
y'all
I
are
don't,
like that.
I don't abuse.
Oh, get out of here, Em. You don't
Anymore.
abuse at all. Anymore. Oh,
No, I
okay,
grew out of
okay.
that.
The fine
Are you
line,
like
okay.
V? Would you trust your man on a guy's trip? Would you allow him to do that?
With the person that I'm with now, yes, I would.
He's a good guy.
But do you
So
ask?
he's proven that to you.
keep him, but be careful.
If it was somebody else, like an ex that I was with, and I'm like, I would have been like, listen, I need to know where you are. You need to call me, FaceTime me, show me pictures.
Hey,
when
yo.
you come back, I want to see these pictures. I'm gonna go to your deleted file. I will go to your iCloud.
Okay, so that's when the crazy Dominican comes out.
I can't go through phones. I don't go through phones anymore, right?
Don't ever
I
do
gave
that.
up on going through phones. But if a guy goes on a trip and he's like, oh yeah, we went to eat. I'd be like, oh, so where'd you eat at? Oh, we went to Tao. Oh, really? Because there's no Tao anywhere near that city.
Yeah.
How do you know, Em? Because I Googled it.
Yeah, but see, that's a little too
you
much.
know,
though,
like, no, like,
It's because
oh,
sometimes guys put
how is
themselves
that
in
too
those
much?
situations.
That's
we
a
don't
little
put
too much.
ourselves. It's just so
had towel.
I didn't know.
Like M.
No, I'm saying
was
if he said
exactly-
they went to dinner, but really he was out thotting, and he just randomly said, "Oh yeah, we went and ate at Tao." Like, nigga, there's no Tao in fucking
Oh my God.
Medellin. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
That's
God.
crazy. Like if you're gonna go cheat, go cheat at like Prohibition in Wynwood. You know, where
That's my
there's
spot. That's
there's
my
not a lot of
spot.
people. Like
Yo,
the second
chill,
floor. You know what I mean?
come
Like where the
on,
bookcase is.
dog.
You open the bookcase and it's another room. Like
Okay, so we're all agreeing that you guys don't take hoes to Tao. Okay, you guys take them to like lower end.
we didn't say that. I was just saying hypothetically.
I say that.
Yeah, like I'm.
No, he's like,
I know
that's
friends
crazy. Who cheats at Tao?
Yeah.
Like,
I know
who cheat
friends
at
that used to
Wynwood?
go to Prohibition like in the corner, like where the couch curves, like
on,
with the two
cuz.
pillows.
I
like
love Prohibition.
Come on, yo.
No, don't give away the secret.
my
So
spot.
we're not gonna
Yeah,
see you
bro.
cheating at Prime 112.
hell no.
Absolutely not.
That's what you
trying to
think,
end up
wifey.
on what? That's TMZ capital. Like you gotta. There's gonna be everybody you know gonna be there. You might as well. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Prime 112.
Definitely
no,
not.
I prefer Prime Fish anyway. But anyway,
I'm Italian. I'm with it.
yeah, Italian. Yo, the bread, the cheesy bread.
Oh my God,
but,
the cheesy bread.
But no,
So wait, so you're over your whole phase, you think? I don't think you're over your whole phase.
Thing is, when my whole phase was, it was kind of extended. Like
not by choice.
not by choice, by experience. You know, like I
This
just
wasn't the one. You tried to shoot for the 9 and the 10, and that's what happened. You need to stick with the 6 and the
thing is, when
7,
I,
bro.
like put my faith in somebody, and I really think somebody has potential, like, and I really treat them like, you know what I mean, like someone
you
that I
get hurt.
really want to like invest in. They just don't meet the potential, or like,
So because
and
the
then that
relation-
turns me into like my
Savage.
evilness. Yeah,
savage. Scorpio.
Savage.
Back to the Scorpio.
So because so in order to get over someone, you had to get under someone.
factory.
Oh my goodness, I've never heard that before. I need to write that down.
Write it.
Because that is so true. I feel that the only way you'll get over your last is if when you
So
have
when
someone
women
else.
get into breakups, is that what you tell your homegirls? Like, girl, just get with another guy? Or,
Listen, I used to think that finding someone to fuck with, like after you break up with someone, was the best idea. But now I know, like with maturity, I know like the best thing to do is actually to like level yourself, like be alone. Learn. I know people that jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they never get themselves time to like heal and just be like
Learn
figure
yourself.
out how the fuck to like yourself. Like you're never alone if you like who you're with. You know what I mean? So like you got to learn how to
Facts.
fuck with yourself. But I used to do that shit. Like yeah, like oh really? Okay, you gonna cheat on me with your baby mama? All right, bet. Call someone else up, like, and be on a freaking trip, like, and I'm like,
Call your girls, go
that easy?
out, while out.
it is that easy.
It's
Never
so
forget it
easy
either,
for y'all.
and never
Oh my
forget
God.
that. No, but
I'm
now
trying
I
to be
know.
flued out too. What the hell?
Flued
I
out.
get heartbroken, so I'm trying to get flued out.
She made that a real word now. It's crazy.
For real? Who is she? I just heard the shit. I don't
This
even know.
like
who
one of the city girls.
Oh.
She went on Instagram and was like, "Yo, somebody's about. We're doing a contest. You do this. You're gonna get flued out."
Oh, my
And
God.
it like
Caught
went
on.
viral. Now
I didn't
everyone's
know
saying they're
who
gonna get
said it.
flued out.
That's crazy.
I'm
though.
trying to get flued out.
That's insane.
Listen, growing up in Miami, right?
Miami's
no, but
tough.
I used to think that was the best thing to do, but now I know, like, and no matter what you think, it's temporary satisfaction. You know what I mean? You're better off learning how to like be sad and be heartbroken and learn how to push through your day. Like like. Because if the only thing that makes you happy are other people, you're never gonna fucking be happy because people are disappointing.
I agree.
It just sucks that the more you invest in someone and like the more you let people in and they hurt us, the more like we get shielded. You know what I'm saying? And
it's
it's,
so
harder
funny.
to trust again.
So I have someone who's very, very, very well established, and
Kiss and
she's
tell.
no. This is actually a good friend of mine, very close friend of mine. She's gay, and she's very well established, has a lot going for herself, and she was dealing with someone who, I don't want to say toxic, but she was toxic. And to think about that, like, yo, you have money, you're beautiful, you're very well connected, and yet still you can let one person take your happiness and make you down and kind of
Let me
like
ask you a question, because a lot of people use that word now, toxic. That's like a term people use. So what do we define as, what is someone who is toxic?
bringing you down. With it's just
Because
like
at the end of the day,
we live
you
to be.
choose to stay with that person. You know what I'm saying? So who's toxic? You're accepting the toxicity.
No,
or-
you'll know because you've been in a situation where you've been invested in someone and it didn't turn out. They probably weren't good for you. They were toxic, or they brought you down, or they spoke down on you, or whatever. They just took away your peace and your happiness, and you were on that constant fighting uphill battle trying to make them happy.
But isn't that like when you're getting to know someone, right? And you're getting to, like, if me and you were talking, we're getting to know someone, in the process of getting to know you, I'm gonna find out if you're a toxic person. You know,
but you
or
gotta
does that
remember-
come out later?
No,
later,
you got to
later.
remember, because
No,
remember,
but you see the flags in the beginning.
Right.
There's certain things that you see, and if you choose to stay, that's on you.
And a lot of people are blinded by a lot of other things, like, she's so bad though, yo, the pussy's so fire, she's so
But
nasty.
see, when I
does the
take a girl
cucumber
out
trick.
and I'm on that first date and I'm talking to her, she might say little things that are like seeds to me that I'm like, okay, she feels this way about this. So in the future, this seed could
Right.
blossom.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And be a problem.
but that's why they say red flags. You got to get to a point in life where red flags are not red flags anymore. They're deal breakers. Like, okay, like the one time he grabbed me by the arm really hard, and like when I was trying to walk away, like nah.
See,
Like
do you
that
know-
shit
see,
turns
that's
into
a
like.
great, that's a great example of what I was getting at as a seed, where like something so small as maybe he just grabbed you by the wrist a little violent, like a little
Yeah,
more
like
forcefully.
aggressively,
You
right.
know that, wait, this
You're-
can really, what can this lead to? You know what I mean?
And it will. And I'm telling you, and that's the thing about people, like, we'll see the same we'll see the same negative thing in someone that we saw in someone else that we dealt with, and we'll think, oh, well, no, this person, I can make them not be that way towards
you're
me.
gonna try to
You
change them.
can't.
Like, bro,
You
let me
can't.
tell you
Stop
something
it,
that
trying to
happened to
change
me. I was at the club. I was DJing, and I have two friends. They're a couple, a guy and a girl. I've known both of them since high school individually and as a couple. And I'm watching them at the bar, right? And they've been together for a long time. And I'm DJing, and I'm watching them at the bar, and dude is mad at his girl. I know both of them. And I see him, and he grabs her arm. I'm DJing. No one sees this except me. I'm like people watching as I'm DJing. He's at the bar, and he like yanked her really, really hard, like forcefully. I was like, it like startled me when I saw it.
Right.
And I've known both of them for like 7 years, and they've been together for a long time. So, first of all, as a guy, like, there's
As a
lot of
brother
dynamics to this.
too, that has a sister.
Yeah,
and-
there's a lot of dynamics to this, but if you were in my shoes, would you have said something, or would you have just seen that and just noted it in your head and took it for what it was, and or what would you have acted upon it while you were working DJing? Would you have texted your boy? At the end of the day, it's really none of your business. You just saw it. You know what I'm saying? So,
For me, I am a mama's boy. I have a 6-year-old daughter. I love women. With that being said, I'm gonna text her immediately. Hey, are you okay?
What
And
about
then-
him? Why not just go straight to the source?
So, imagine this is your boy. You've never seen this type of behavior in him at all.
I'm DJing though. Remember, I'm DJ. I can't go over there right between my
Right.
set, like you know.
Okay.
But I will text her. Hey, are you okay?
Okay.
Now, based on what she says, then I'll act.
Okay.
But then you got to remember, though, this is the thing.
Now you're going around
But
your-
wait, but this is the thing,
Not your
though.
boy, your acquaintance, I guess.
We've known them both.
But here's the
We've
thing
known them
about
both.
that. Here's the thing about
7
asking
years.
her.
Okay, you're right.
Here's the thing about asking her, right? A lot of women have something called battered woman syndrome, and I know about that because I grew up experiencing that and seeing that. Battered woman syndrome is basically like women that are so used to being, whether verbally or physically or mentally, like strained and abused by men, that if you ask her, are you okay? She's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Knowing damn well when they get in the car, he's gonna slap her upside her head, or knowing damn well that she wished he doesn't grab her like that, or knowing damn well that he grabs her like that all the time. She's gonna say, I'm okay. The person that you need to go to is the fucking abuser. And I'm not calling your boy an abuser because
Right.
who knows really why he did that,
Well,
right?
let me be clear. These are like just acquaintances that I know
Yeah.
from high school. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
But because I don't have any brothers, but I was in an abusive relationship at one point in my life. And I wish
What kind of abusive?
physically and
verbally.
Verbally,
right.
emotionally, all
and
that.
I wish I would all of that. And I wish I had like a brother or my cousins. Like I lived in Miami, all my boy cousins are in New York. So I wish I had someone that would have been like, "Yo, I'm not even asking you if you're good because I'll go with like a bruised like face, and my mom and my sister be like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "Nothing." I wish I had something that was like, no, bitch, something's going on, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna confront whoever the fuck it is. Like, so fuck asking the girl, are you okay? Text your boy or go or find a minute for your set, play a fucking song, you know, and go down and be like, yo, like, why are you grabbing her like that? Straight up, because I feel like not enough men hold their boys. I've seen one of my homegirls get spit on and slapped and grabbed by the hair by her man while his 5 homeboys sat there and watched.
Wow.
And the only people that were trying to stop the dude were me, my sister, and my other friend. All his boys sat there like it was cool.
That's crazy.
There's not enough men holding men accountable for... You know, and granted, it goes both ways. Women, too. If there's the woman that's smacking her man upside the head, then yeah, her homegirl should be like, yo, don't hit him, because if he hits you, now he's the asshole. You know what I mean? Like, people need to hold,
I agree.
like, the source accountable.
If they're on your team, you need to check your teammates.
If
You
your
know what
girl
I'm
would have
saying?
slapped her man upside the head, you should have go to her, be like, yo, why are you hitting him like that?
Yeah.
Because if he hits you back, then he's going to jail. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
I also think
Sorry,
all
I
that
feel
all that
strongly
comes
about
from
childhood.
how you were raised. That's the reason why it's
You
so
think a lot of
important.
people who like are like abusive, like
don't break cycles.
You think
Yeah.
they grow up in it and they see
Yeah,
it, or
like
did they
cycles-
come out of nowhere?
Cycles repeat.
They see it,
straight
they
up.
see it, they feel like, okay, this is the norm. This is what I'm accustomed to. You know? And a lot of fathers who are absent don't really put their daughters on game like, hey, listen, this is not okay.
Right.
As
Oh,
a gentleman, you
facts.
need to be treated. You know, I mean, when you have a gentleman, this is how he's supposed to treat you.
Right.
You know, open the door, close the door, baby, you okay?
I put so much like stock into like that, like how you say, Ray, like your mom, like I'm a mom was like women should be treated like you know
Royalty.
Yeah,
Royalty.
facts. Like, bro, I see shit online where like how you see things. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that we see a lot of shit online, but one of the things that really like boil my blood is when I see like videos of like men hitting women.
I often
Bro,
don't see it, though.
I fantasize about the time when I see it and
Oh,
I could
Lord.
fucking catch somebody
Oh,
like in
Lord.
public do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be strangers. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see not a tug, you know what I'm saying? But I'm waiting to see like the shit I see on my phone. Like if I see that in real life,
Right.
that's like seeing someone hitting a child, bro.
Granted, oh gosh.
That's all, bro. That's literally men and children like are held in that same like regard to me, you know. So if I see someone hitting a female,
Right.
that's like watching them hit a child. To me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
I would go as far as putting them in the same category.
I agree.
know what I mean?
And it's actually happened where, you know, I'm in the nightlife. I run Cameo nightclub, and there's times where people are intoxicated and, you know, they kind of don't know when enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a guy grab his woman and throw her.
Wow.
Let's just say I'm pretty sure if he comes back to Miami, he's not gonna do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We took care of it, but because it hurts. Like imagine if that was my gosh, my mother.
That's what
Or
you
your
think
sister,
of.
Oh,
That's
my
what you
heart.
think of,
Oh my!
bro.
I won't even go as my daughter. My daughter is I'm going to jail. But imagine my mother.
Yeah.
Right.
The woman who made me.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt my mom? Oh no.
But here's
So,
the thing,
Yeah,
like,
but
a lot of kids grew up watching, like, okay, they grew up watching their mother's boyfriend, who's not their dad, you know, talk to her a certain way, or put his hands on her, or put his hands on them, or they grew up watching their own father do that, or their mom was always gone working, and all they had to grow up with was the streets, so they just think like what I say goes, and they want to be, you know, the aggressor in every situation. So like those cycles, they repeat, and the only way that cycles break are if you consciously like tell yourself like, okay, no, I watched my mom get beat up. My mom watched my grandma get beat up. I refuse to let my kids watch me get beat up, or I refuse to beat women because I saw my dad beating women.
Right.
It's easier. It's harder to do that.
You're a product
Take
of your
that other
experiences.
Right.
route.
It's harder to like break the fucking cycle than it is to actively like change yourself and not allow that to happen, you know? I mean, you guys all grew up with your mom and dad in the house?
Yeah, thank God.
not my.
Oh,
It
you
was,
were
it was
saying-
my stepdad. It was my stepdad. He came around when I was about 8. So it was me, my mother and I from like 0 to 8.
But he was
What
a
is
good
it?
guy.
You've been
Oh, he was amazing. He's the reason why he's very militant and very strict. Oh my goodness. Like the dude would like, I'll fuck up.
The dude. Your
Yo,
dad? Your father?
He is my father. Like he
Right.
was a father to me.
Yeah.
This man would like beat my ass and then shake my hand after. I'm like,
I'm sorry, he can't hurt you anymore.
But
No, I'm
mind
just
you, I'm
joking.
like, am I? No, but listen, like when I was about.
That bro.
But I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't understand this till I was about. My last ass whooping was when I was about 16, 15, 16. Like, you know, yeah, with Haitians, they still here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my last one was when I was about 16, and I was asking him like, yo, why? I asked him after. I was like, why did you shake my hand? He's basically told me like, listen, it's just to let you know there's no hard feelings. Mm-hmm. Like I had to do that, but I didn't want to. And now that's done, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
So as a parent, do you think that you're going to beat your daughter?
I'm going to discipline. I'm not going to say beat.
Okay.
Hold on now. Listen, I don't need nobody calling me. Discipline.
Yeah. Because listen, I grew up getting beat too, and I have kids and I don't beat my kids.
Right.
Like I think beating is a way to like of the old days. Like people think you have to beat.
Yeah, you got to
hit.
just, grab an iron or grab a
do you think
spoon.
that? So Ray, no. As far as like raising children. So Ray, no. As far as like raising children and shit and believing in whether it's putting physical contact on your children, as hitting them, whether it's a belt. We all probably maybe had the belt. I know I
had a belt with my name on it.
Wow, facts. But
You were special,
do you
man. Was
think-
special. This for
do you
her.
guys think that it's productive?
So bad.
Because I'm a type of person where I can see both sides, right? I think that it can be, if you do it, not beating your child, right? But if you, okay, let me ask you this: is it productive to instill fear in
Yes.
your child?
Can I?
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Okay,
but
so
my
no.
dad still scares the shit out of
Okay,
me.
exactly. So you need
So,
fear.
No,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You need fear. Yes, girl. I'm
I'm
telling
gonna tell you like this.
trust me.
Lessons learned without pain are easily forgotten. Now, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, you will not forget that heartbreak. You will not forget the time you got your ass whooped for whatever it was you did. Am I right or am I
Facts.
right? Okay. So that being said, whether it be physical or yelling, whatever, you got it. Not all kids are the same. Shit, I could beat the shit out of my daughter and it wouldn't do nothing to her.
Right.
How do you know that?
Okay, so wait.
Well, no, that's on me.
Like-
That's on
Wait,
me.
wait.
Like all kids aren't. You got to study these
We're
kids.
parents.
And on top of that, it takes the entire village to raise a child.
That's true. But wait, we're parents and we're saying we gotta make our kids fears. She's saying she's scared of her dad and we shouldn't. So what do you
listen,
mean? You don't
I
tell
wish-
them anything?
I wish my dad would have at least tried to talk to me a little bit more versus like yelling and like trying to scare me half the time because I don't like talking to him now like that anymore. Like he'll check up or whatever, like hey, whatever. I'm just like oh, okay, like and there's things that I don't even
Right.
like go to for anymore.
Yeah.
See, but
So
he
it's
didn't
like-
explain it to you though. He didn't. See, that's why with my stepdad, when he beat the shit out of me and shook my hand, I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Like, yeah.
But then after that, he told me like, listen, it's just to let you know, like,
But
yo, it's all love.
was he raised here? Is he Haitian? Like is he
Haitian from IT.
pause.
like old school? Because
Wait.
my dad is like that kind of like old school,
Yes, everything
like
old
very
school.
kind of ignorant mentality. Like I'm gonna just beat you up because this is what you did, but I'm not gonna tell you why it was wrong. Kind of like
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
did. You
yeah.
know what you did.
Well, I guess
right.
mine
Like, you
was a
know what
little
you
more
did.
Americanized.
For me, it was I don't remember too many times where I was like had an ass whooping. I remember a time that sticks in my head that I said something to my mom and I forgot what it was, but I was young and I was super disrespectful. And I forget my dad is big, like bigger than me, like he was 6'4", like huge,
Hey.
bro, huge. So like I will never forget, he pushed me so hard into like a wall. And I was probably like 10 years old, you know what I mean? Like 10, 11, you know what I mean? 10, like slick outside running around with my friends. And I said something to my mom that I realized was so disrespectful at the time. He pushed me and he looked at me after he pushed me. And I was like, yo, I'd never been pushed like that into the wall. Like I wasn't hurt, you know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe I had a little mark,
Right.
but from that moment on,
Change your life.
that one thing I'll never forget stuck in my mind, that the look that he gave me when he pushed me. And I know that whenever I got that look again,
yeah.
Something
dog,
big is coming.
it's like when you do it to your dogs, like your pets
Yeah.
when you raise them. So like, and then I had a very unorthodox way is that my dad was big. So I had friends that would tell me stories. My dad, Casey and the Sunshine Band, he was a
Legendary.
I was named after Casey and the Sunshine Band. Side fact, but whatever. That's like my godfather. So my dad grew up with him, and he was like his road manager and shit. Slash the muscle. You know what I'm saying? And so people would tell me like, "Yo, your dad back at like Christmases and shit." They're like, "Yo, your dad put this Australian dude in Australia up against a wall," and I was like, "Oh, word." They're like, "Yeah, nobody fuck." So like,
So you
it
know.
was like
He
the
was scared
stories
as
that
fuck.
people would tell me
Yeah.
about my dad
And
that
that
scared
look.
the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like.
Listen, you have to scare the fuck. You listen. I have the
scare
fear
them
of
to a
God.
point.
No. Listen, I know because I grew up getting my ass beat, right? So I know, like, you don't even have to take it as far as like literally taking a fucking belt and like da 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 da. You literally like could whack a kid on the butt once and like
Put the fear
take
in 'em.
away and
Yeah.
take and just
That's
and yoke them up. Like listen,
I'ma tell you, you
my
gotta set the
daughter,
bar.
my daughter's my exact height. You know what I'm saying? Like she's 12 and she rolls her eyes. She says something, and I'll like jack her ass up because I have to.
So yo,
And I'll
when
be like, and
people
I'll
say-
tell her, I'll straight up be like, listen, do you want to fight me? Because you're not gonna win, but we can try it. You know, like,
when people say
you have to.
when
You
people
have
say the
to.
word beat, like you beat your child, you think
No.
of that as
There's
like
no
mold,
way.
like you're a serial beater, right?
Right.
But if you do it, like for example, my father, if you do it that one time,
Right.
Set the
it
bar
doesn't.
one
You don't
time.
have to do it anymore
Set the
because
bar.
now you already instilled that like that. Okay, I'm this and you're that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? David and Goliath type.
Listen,
vibe.
I get way more productivity out of my daughter when I take her phone away than I do in hitting her. Like if I tell her
That's what
get
I'm
up, do something, she'll be like no. I'm like give me your fucking phone, and I'll take her phone, and she'll literally be on the floor like
Die.
like if she's like if she was beat.
But see, that's not like an
I'm like,
offense to
girl.
where you should have physical contact with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a misdemeanor. You're not
Oh,
doing addition.
no.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
that is
on.
worse. No, taking
Em.
away her phone is like me.
If she
Oh,
says something
wait,
disrespectful
Chops,
to
hold
you,
on,
if she
hold on, hold on.
calls you out of your name as
Chops. All kids are different.
okay.
You got to get to what
That's
really
true.
hurts them.
My daughter, and don't let me take the phone and the iPad
So,
and the
Ray,
computer.
You're trying to tell me if your daughter talks to you sideways and uses a language and calls you out of your name, you're gonna just take her iPhone away?
No,
that's a felony.
Well,
You're gonna
for-
use a different
well,
offense.
Well, for one, that'll never happen because I've set the bar extremely high
Okay,
at a very early age.
Right.
got you.
And let her know, Daddy loves you beyond belief. I would die for you. But you represent me, so you're going to do everything right. And in the future, it's going to pay off, I promise. Honey, do you believe me? Yes, Daddy. Okay, we're good.
She's 6 though. When she gets 12, I'm telling you something. Because I used to always
Enjoy
laugh
it now.
about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna reevaluate the situation
Yeah.
and use what is necessary to get the point across.
Today's kids are so obsessed with their electronic. Like my daughter,
Oh my
I'm telling
gosh.
you, the fucking iPad and the
iPad.
phone.
That slime? Yo,
Oh,
they
the
watch
slime?
hours and hours of kids doing the same.
Making slime.
Making slime.
My
Daddy,
daughter,
look at this.
my daughter had
What?
dermatitis on her hands from making fucking slime.
Slime is the wave. Take the slime away. See what the fuck happens.
Listen, my son's gonna be bigger than my son. Already weighs 42 pounds. Like he's 3. Like I got it already. Like I have to scare the
Yes,
hell
you
out of
have to.
him.
I agree.
Like
I
my
agree.
son,
You're
gonna
and
be
he
like a linebacker. What do
and
you
he
mean?
fucking-
Hey, yo,
and my
that's
son
cool.
falls on the floor. Like I'll be like, "Don't do that," and he'll look at me and he'll be like,
But at least it's slime.
He's
At
ready
least-
to just run.
At least
He
it's something
takes off.
tangible. and
But
it's
I'm gonna
not
tell
like,
you,
like
I'm
it's
not.
a
I don't
toy.
let it get to that point though. Before you're
Yeah,
obsessed
okay.
with whatever it is, I'm gonna let you know. Listen, Daddy's here to help you. You will not, you will not disobey Daddy because Daddy wants the best for you. And if you do disobey, there are consequences, and you're going to pay the consequences. And then I'm gonna let you know, sweetheart, I love you so much. I apologize I had to do that,
Yeah.
but this is the reason why.
"Yeah, you have to." But that's what you.
Because if there's an iPad, no iPad,
the talking, right?
I will look at you and you'll know.
The explaining.
Don't
the
fuck
talking.
up.
Just my mom would be better at that. My mom would be like, she'll
More
give me the
compassion.
death look, and I would stop, and then she'll be like, "Look, this is why you can't
Yeah.
do this,
Yeah.
and because if you do this, this is what's gonna happen."
You gotta understand though, island people from the islands, they not trying to all that explanation. Man, fuck
Like,
all
there's-
that.
But my mom is straight up from the island. They're both like same generation, same everything. And
Granted,
the
they're
funny thing
opposite.
is that my mom is the one who came from the countryside, and my dad was the one that was from the city. So it was like a whole 360. So she's.
But
a
do you
more
guys? Okay,
rational
this is like maybe deeper than you guys want to go. But don't you guys?
Oh, let's
think-
go deep. I'm trying to
Don't
go
you guys
deep.
think? Don't you guys think that the reason why we grew up getting beat and our parents grew up getting beat is because of like what slavery was like? When you did something wrong or you didn't do something that they wanted you to do, you got beat, and that was like instilled in the slaves, right? And the Caribbean islands are slave ports, right? So then all they knew was when you don't do something right, you get beat.
Whip
So
'em.
then they do that to their kids, and then their kids do that to their kids, and they're like,
Well, I think anything, when you want something to obey you, whether it's an animal, a dog, if you want to take it to slaves, when you want something to obey you, you want to instill fear in them.
Right.
So, like, a lot that, yeah.
I never
that's
thought of that.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I never thought of that.
Like,
I
think
am
about
not
it.
gonna lie. I never thought of that. I never went that deep. But I just know shit.
we're
It started
talking
with my
about
mom.
You know what's crazy?
And I'm gonna keep it going.
We could
about
segue
cycles.
we could segue into this topic, talking about not getting beat in these these shootings that have been happening.
Okay, that's
Do you
a whole
think?
nother,
No, what's crazy is I had a crazy talk like, yo, my family's white, right?
You were never
so
beat.
so I had a
We got our ass beat on
Nah,
this side of the
nah,
I
table.
got fucked up,
I
chops.
had like, yo, I love having like, bro, I'm older now, and I'm like, and everyone in my family is an adult, so it's cool because we have like these really like mature conversations and shit. And I told my parents, I was like, yo, why do you think? Because thank God I have parents that are opening to seeing all sides. They're not like closed. They're not like white,
Hell no.
like the stereotypical white parents where it's they're Trump supporters or they're all the way conservative. They're all the way right. They're your typical old white American. Thank God I have parents that grew up in minority places and they're
Right.
used to cultures and things like that. So it's cool that I have these talks with them. And I asked them, I'm like, yo, why do you think that like all the shootings, because Donald Trump blamed the shootings on video games and shit. But it's crazy.
It's still 1992.
This is a white family, right? And I'm telling my mom, like, but why is it only America? Everyone plays video games around the world, but it's only America and it's only white males. Why is it only white males?
Shit.
And we're here as a white family trying to figure out what is it about white, like, men or white culture or white that makes white people do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not anybody else,
Right.
Like,
Quick question.
So what'd you guys come up with? Wait, I need to know what they
Okay,
came up
okay.
with. I need to know what they came up with.
yeah. No. Well, what's crazy is that
No, it's all right.
there isn't like a distinct
Okay.
answer to that. And what my dad said, and me and him agreed, is it comes down to, the demographics are shifting in the country. So like,
Everybody's mixed.
And everyone's scared?
No. Like minorities are, whether it's black, whether it's or Latino, whatever it is. It used to be.
They're not the
It used to be
minorities.
white, like 80%.
Right.
Minorities were 20%. Time went on. Now it was white 60%, minorities 40%. Now, give it some time. It's going to be 50-50 soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
yeah,
white
white
people
people don't.
literally feel like they're losing power. Like
Yeah.
So now it's easy to the Trump rhetoric to make people feel like we need to do something.
So
need
you're
to,
saying that's where it comes from?
Well, that's
From-
what they came
from-
That's one opinion.
That's what
they
you
came up from,
conclude
right?
with, your
why
saying that's
why
what-
what is it about
The
white
whole
men why they want to mass shoot shit up?
Right.
It's because they feel like they're losing their power, they're losing their significance. They feel, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I have a question though. The shootings, are they predominantly in Florida? Because I know Florida is a right to bear arms state.
No,
Am I
they're
correct?
everywhere. They're everywhere.
I think it's
all
pretty
over.
Okay.
distributed.
Evenly Florida,
Remember,
evenly
like,
distributed.
between like like the Boston, the
That's
bomb,
Massachusetts.
Between all the shootings in Texas,
Texas.
in California,
There was
there's
one
a
in
couple in
Ohio.
California. Yeah, they're all over the fucking place.
See, well, that's the reason why I
Columbine,
would definitely
like all of
instill into my daughter that we have to be armed at all times.
Yeah, but
All
this is the
times.
thing. Okay, wait. This is the thing about everyone being armed, right? That's true. Like if you have the right to bear arm and someone comes and starts shooting up the place,
They're gonna
you
think
could-
twice. They're gonna
you
think
could-
twice. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen,
We have that stand your ground.
if 3 out of 5 people are armed
Mm-hmm.
nationwide, don't you think a mass shooter will think like, if I go shoot this bitch up,
There's
I'm
not
pretty
a
sure.
fact. I believe
There's got to be at
believe
least
that.
2 other people in the
You
room with
feel
a
me?
gun.
Like
Right.
there's going
I
to be
believe
some, and
everybody-
especially women. I'm so adamant on women getting their
believe-
concealed weapons permit.
I believe everybody should be armed, but there is no need that anybody needs an automatic weapon.
Thank you.
Right.
That's
There's
what I was
no
thinking.
need.
It's illegal.
I think everybody should
Yeah.
have a pistol on them. You know
But
what I
they
mean?
sell
Like
automatic
everybody
weapons.
should bear arms, protect themselves, learn how to use it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Education is key,
Ideally.
which is-
But there's no reason why anybody. Whether
Yeah.
you hunt deer, like what are you getting attacked by wild bison
right.
and
Mad
you
of
need
'em.
to shoot 30 shots? Like there's no need
That's
to
what I'm saying.
that you need a fucking automatic.
That's
There's
real.
no need and ever in life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you addressed that because I was going to that too. Because like, what is the need of having that, and why are they still letting people buy these things?
Right.
Hold on, wait. Let me tell you.
I don't want to
It's
get.
not-
We can't.
they're
But
not-
this road will lead us to down politics. I don't want
Yeah,
to get
sure.
too.
I'm
No,
not
no,
gonna get
thinking-
that far, but I would
Not that
just
far.
say automatic weapons are illegal.
Okay, but
Now,
But-
granted, YouTube will teach you how to, modify it, very
Yeah,
easy
it's
steps
very
to
easy.
become automatic,
Like a sawed
but
off-
they are
a sawed
they
off
are illegal.
automatic.
Now, question: Are you armed? I mean, do you have your concealed?
No, but it's coming
You should-
because my dad
get it.
actually is
Get it. Are
making
you-
me
are
getting
you-
it.
No, I
Am?
don't
What?
have.
I'm not
you would
either. I
think,
thought
right?
about
You
it.
would
And
think.
you need to be
My dad-
strapped like
Listen,
Rambo.
The thing is,
My dad has it.
the
Yeah.
truth of the matter is, I
Not
just
like Rambo.
The truth
Just
of
a
the
little,
matter
a little
is-
vibe, and just keep it on you to protect yourself.
Okay.
You don't need some
And
fucking
the weapon,
Call of
and
Duty,
the-
Fortnite shit.
Listen, I do want to get a gun, but I'm not comfortable at like loading it and shooting it yet to buy one. I'm not going to bring one in my house with my kids. Like, no, I live in a neighborhood and like where I don't really feel, like I need one. But I get
never
it.
know,
But I get
honey.
no. You never know. You're right. Because listen, I go to Walmart, and that's where the fucking last
I'm the type
shooting
of
was.
person that
so-
feels like if I get, I also feel like if I get a gun and I feel like I bring like
You
an
about to go
energy
crazy.
on me, and I might have to use it because I have, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to
Listen.
even bring that energy to me.
Yo,
So
in the
that's
movie theater, the Batman
Right.
movie.
Right.
It was a movie theater, and the man came in there and shot everybody in the theater. Who's thinking, bro? I bring my strap to church in God's name.
Yeah, because look at what happened in the church.
No, you're not safe nowhere. And here's the thing: if you have the right to bear arms, do so,
Okay.
and be educated.
Okay,
you know.
but
agree.
listen.
I agree with
but
that.
what about all the fucking people that have guns that don't have license? Look, the same weekend
That's
where
illegal.
the same weekend of the mass shootings, there was like 45 shootings in Chicago.
So what can we do? All we can do is bear arms as well.
So everyone, the point of the matter is people are just fucking killing each other, like, because people are just crazy. There's nothing we can do about that.
But
Why
with
do
that
you-
being said,
why
I'm
do
just
you
going to
think,
protect myself.
Like,
People are crazy.
why do you think that we're the only country that deals with this? Is
With
it the
mass
government?
shootings?
Do we agree?
Our
I mean, I
government.
don't want to get political.
I'ma tell you,
Is it
our
guns,
government. It's our
or are you
government.
the belief that like it's the person who. Pulls
If you
the
have
trigger?
a great Jewish lawyer, well, let me not say Jew. If you have a great lawyer, you are getting off. Have you seen the Casey? I know that's not no gun stuff,
Bro,
but
these people that do mass shootings, none of them get off, bro. Like a mass shooting,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. I haven't done my research, but I'm saying shootings in general. If you kill somebody, you are you.
That's
and
okay, but
especially in
this is a
Florida.
This is a very, very, very
Stand your
rare
ground.
occurrence.
Florida has
Like,
stand your ground, but
And there's a very
the
fine
mass
line.
shooters. Okay, this is my philosophy on the mass shooters. People are just fucking sick. Okay,
Right. I
think
agree.
about all the fucking chemicals they're spraying in the air, the clouds. Think about all the fucking GMOs in the food. Think
GMOs.
about all the fucking mind-altering bullshit they're putting on the TV. And all people do all day is sit there and watch TV. They don't know that there's subliminal messages. People
is this
go to
only
school.
unique to United States because it only happens to us?
I don't know. But I
Because
know,
all I
like,
hear from other people is what's going on over there. Like
But I
people
know
that
in
are
Fran-
watching
Facts.
Yeah.
from other places. They're
who
like,
are
what's
less
going?
fortunate than us. They're
Who
poorer.
are they? What is going
They're
on?
poorer
And they
than
live in
us.
a good
And
lives over there.
we live great. So why is this happening to us?
But remember-
and we live in we're privileged. All of us in this country, everybody who lives in the United States is
Remember,
better off than people around the world.
The entire world hates the West anyway. We are hated by everyone because of, like, think about, like, okay.
Because of our cultural influence, they
Yes.
follow us. The whole world follows us, and countries hate that. Russia and there's other places.
Question:
that,
Can I just
But-
touch on that little culture thing? Hates us. When you say culture, what are you referring to exactly? Because now,
the way
granted,
we are.
pop culture,
Pop
And our
culture.
whatever we
carbon-
So
our
we're not
carbon
referring to
footprint.
race. Because
We're
when it comes
referring
to,
and in this circumstance, I'm referring to all Americans as Americans.
Right.
Okay.
Like,
I thought we were
The fact
talking
that
about.
we- live here?
the fact that
Right,
we have
okay.
houses like this where only two people live in, the fact that we leave all the fucking lights on.
whether you're white,
and
black, or
the
Latin, you're
fact that we
talking
have
about a hot girl summer right now.
Right.
And they're talking about it in Europe probably because we're talking about it. We start cultural trends. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like,
No, I think people hate us. It's not even about that. I think it's
That's an
superficial.
aspect, of course.
It is an aspect. That's true because they think that we're just promoting like negative shit.
Right.
But I think it's even deeper. Like, okay, I have friends from like Russia. I have friends from like South America, from the islands and everything. And life is not as easy for them as it is for us. Like, people complain about like, oh, like college loans and all this other shit. Well, guess what? Half of my fucking schooling was from the fucking loans and shit from the government. I don't necessarily have to pay those shits back, but I had the opportunity to still get them and go to school. There's countries where you can't fucking just even go to elementary school. All of our kids get free education up until 12th grade. There's places where they don't get that. A lot of people complain about us, giving people food stamps and social security, right? But there's countries where kids are fucking literally living with a fucking candle, and they have to go to a dirty ass pond and drink
And
water
they're
and
happier
bathe.
than us.
And they're happier than us. But also we have those luxuries and we live like we're so fucking.
something
Because
what's
it's a
wrong?
choice. It's a
yeah.
choice. See, we have a choice at least. She's basically saying that
People
we have
hate
a
us
choice.
because we have the choice.
We have
They
a
don't
choice.
even
They
have
don't
that
have a
option.
choice. They
So
don't.
people here, they don't know that white boy, 20-year-old white boy that went and killed everyone because his fucking girlfriend broke up with him.
My
Like he
mans.
thinks that's the worst thing in the world. Like
Lie,
motherfucker,
boy,
try.
that heartbreak, boy.
Bro, that's why
I ain't
like,
gonna
yo,
lie, baby.
Thank God I go to real talk, like going to Colombia and things and seeing like other
Yeah.
third world
Right.
experiences, bro. Because like my parents sometimes I'll have to check, my parents because they'll complain about like traffic.
Yeah.
Like
You have a fucking
I
car.
sat in traffic for an hour and a half, on 95, and I'm like. All right, but now you're in your air conditioning house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like
right.
now
You
you
got
got food.
That you're-
Postmates, you gonna
Yeah.
get the shit delivered to you.
Yeah, my mom just told me she did. My mom is very religious, so she went to Jamaica on a mission trip with like her church and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she had to sleep, like in a bed like with flies. My mom has like 10 mosquito bites on her.
Mm-hmm. She
from
gotta get the
sleeping
net
there.
next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, and then I took her to Medellin in Colombia
Yeah.
because like I wanted them to see what it was
Right.
like to like, yo, life is not that
Right.
bad. Traffic,
Right.
traffic.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
I was humble when I went to Nicaragua, and literally, like at 6 p.m., it was dark as fuck, and we're like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like, "Oh, there's no electricity." Like, and there's no flushing toilets
That's
either.
what what I wish my dream would
and
be.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
You know what I would do?
Go to DR. Very quick.
Yo, you know what I talk about? Like, as far as like, because I think of like why white Americans and why white people, they act the way they act. I feel like if I was like, this is crazy, right? I smoked a crazy ass blunt before I got here, so I'm just high. But it's like, I feel like if you made Americans like live somewhere else and experience something else, and maybe if you say, look, if you live over here, we'll give you a tax break. You know what I mean? Or we'll give you some type of benefit, but live over here and then you come back, you'll realize like, this is why in the hood, you go to like, whether it's a Dominican neighborhood or a Latino neighborhood and you hear music late at night because they celebrate life more than
They're
because
grateful.
they don't have, so they have to celebrate.
So grateful.
That's
So
why-
that mind state, like my boy said, and I heard a quote, it was dope. It was like, where silence is, like whether it's in a white neighborhood, that's where disease develops quicker. When it's just silent, like when it's more festive and loud
Right.
and music
Life,
and you know what I mean? More, that's where that's life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
But that's why I feel like people should at least experience higher level education, because some people never get to, like, they don't have the money to leave the country. But in college, like, you could take a class on like like the intercontinental slave trade. You could take a class on like
Your history.
international music,
Right.
or like they have those opportunities to like travel abroad in the summer. Like it gives you chances to see something outside of your
education's everything.
bubble.
Every-
really
Education's
just
everything.
YouTube. Like you could just be inquisitive, like be curious about shit. Is that our parents? They're afraid of what they don't know,
They
so
rather
they want
watch
to
the
stay in their bubble.
Kardashians.
But
People
like,
would rather watch the
generation-
Kardashians.
I'm
But Chops,
inquisitive,
you got to
like-
understand though, like these people, they're coming from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and
Right,
80s.
right,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
They didn't have internet. They can't Google
Right,
shit.
right,
They don't know what
right.
the fuck. iPhone, what? Nigga,
So wait,
iOS, huh?
do you
Like,
think
for real.
that when like in like 20, 30 more years, when all those old generation dies off, there's not gonna be any more racism?
Shit.
Damn.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're all like when you.
You know
Hold
what I'm
on,
saying?
yo.
I used
You
to
fucking
think
me
that-
up,
Then you
man.
see like the white kids in college with tiki torches and shit, you know. But like, I
They
think that's-
learned.
we're zooming in on like a little area that's like fucking North Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like so in the future they'll be
Texas,
it'll
too.
be smaller though. It's definitely
Georgia.
shrinking, right? Can we all agree that it's shrinking?
Well, let's just be honest. Like if you had a baby with a black girl, the baby's gonna look like her. You know what I mean? If like I think what's gonna happen is there's gonna be so many mixed and other
agree.
people
That's
that
the-
it's gonna be
that's
hard
why
to
white people
be.
Okay,
hate
let me
scared.
explain something to you. A
It's
theory
gonna be
that I
hard
have.
to be
going on right
That's what the future of America is, because we're all different cultures. So eventually we're gonna mix.
Blend.
When okay, like for example, when there's a little island, the Spanish pull up to an island. There's Taino Indians that already live on the island, and
brought some Africans
the
with
Spanish
them.
bring slaves, right? So now you have slaves, Spanish white people, slaves, and Taino Indians.
You talking about Puerto Rico?
Right, no, listen.
Word.
Listen, that's
Word.
where I'm going.
Oh, shit.
Eventually,
Hi.
it's like
I
that.
am.
It's like now, right? You got Spanish, white, black, but eventually, as time goes on, it becomes one thing, and now we're
Right.
Puerto Rican. We're not
Right.
Taino Indian. We're not Spanish. We're not blacks. We're not African.
Yeah.
We're Puerto Rican.
Right. That's
So
education right there, boy.
eventually, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like we're gonna all be the browning of America. We're gonna be
America.
darker. There's gonna be-
Americans are gonna look like they did National Geographic did like a image of what they thought like Americans are gonna look like in like the year of like no, you know what they look like? No, real talk. They look like they were like his
skin.
they were like his skin color with like hazel color in the eyes and like reddish hair like you.
My niece, my
You know what I'm
sister.
saying?
My sister is white. Obviously, she's 20 years old, white, and her man is Haitian.
Ooh,
There's gonna be more mixed babies. Like
Let me see your niece.
she's beautiful. I'm
Let me
obsessed
see a
with her.
picture of
I'm
her.
so
Let me
I'm
see a
excited.
saying
picture of
everybody's
her.
gonna be
I have
mixed, so
never
it's so
seen her.
true. And that's Chops. That's why when you said the whole mass shooting things, I'm like, damn.
me see her.
I ain't never thought of that. So,
real quick.
white people are really feel they feel really threatened because they've been in power for so long.
I saw something Big Mike or Killer Mike said. He talks. He's like, white people have been trained to think like they're God, like Jesus, like is white. You know what I mean? Like they're
and,
like.
and now, well, all my life I've been told that he's light skinned, that he was mixed, like he has
From
no
like
real
Egypt or some shit.
Yeah,
So he's
something,
definitely mixed. He
my
definitely-
dog
be black
exotic.
from Egypt,
what I'm saying? But and now I feel that damn, it kind of makes sense. Like these white people feel like they're really losing their power and losing themselves.
Yo,
And
Em
I
just said
knew-
she wants to talk about when the last time we had sex.
I want to live vicariously.
Okay, I just want to ask all three of y'all real quick. If you had to marry the last person you had sex with, would you be happy? You'd probably say yes. You're in a relationship.
Marry the last person I had sex
I
with.
think so. I think
You'd
so.
be straight?
Because we're very similar. Oh Jesus, I can't.
He's still thinking about the fact that I was
Ray got
masturbating
mad
at 7:20.
Go ahead.
He's still thinking about the fact that I was masturbating at
7.
7. It was 7:23, and I was like, okay, Em,
What?
you gotta be up and
took a
How
nap.
long does it take you to do a session?
I can master. Like, listen, if I'll put my son in the tub.
Get right, yo. You're a super mom. Look at, that's why I love women so much. Look at that.
I'll fucking put my
Yo,
son
she
in the
went and
tub.
handled her business. Had the son.
I'll
you know
put
what I'm
him in a
saying,
bubble
food
bath.
ready.
Listen, I'll put my son in a bubble bath. My
he's not
daughter
gonna-
will be in the kitchen eating. I'll shut my door. I'll put the bathroom door halfway.
Do you use porn or use your mind?
I don't need porn. No, I use my mind.
I agree.
I use
V, hold on.
Yo, Ray, women could use their imagination
Yeah.
easier. Like
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger,
we need to see.
I'm gonna break it like this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about when I was young, right? So I lived in Boston, Massachusetts, and I was in semi the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I was about, I don't remember, but we moved to Taunton. Taunton is more white people,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom figured like that'll be safe. He'll be out of trouble.
You were masturbating all the white girls?
Listen. So I didn't know nothing about porn, about nothing. The AOL dial-up, all that. So my white friend, he had an older brother, and the older brother put him on. So shit, he put me on. I'm like, yo, like we're watching porn. Like it was weird. Like we were downstairs together, and we were just
First of all, I think all guys have been like
This is
boys
what
with their
happened.
homeboys and
Yeah,
watch
of
porn
course,
together.
of course.
It's
I
like
gotta
an
say no homo,
experience.
but
Like
still. Like look, but whatever. So we watch a porn. I'm like, damn, like, yo, I don't know what's happening. I'm like watching this shit. They're getting hard. I'm like, yo, what's really good? Like, this is crazy. And then shit shooting out at his. I'm like, yo, what is he doing? He's peeing on her. That's gross. So, me curious, I go home. I'm like, all right, cool. I saw him doing this. Let me try it. I'm 12 years old. 12.
Talk about
So shit. I'm at the crib, I'm going crazy, and I'm like, but mind you, at this point, everybody's sleeping, so I'm by myself, and I finally, I jack off and I nut, but it's all clear. But I remember this euphoric feeling. I'm like, oh shit.
Yo, you want me to tell you what I used to do?
Nah, hold on, I'm not done, Chops.
whoa.
Yo, after that, right, I went to sleep, had the best night's sleep I had in 13 years, because I'm fucking 12, 13. I'm like, oh shit, I slept
You
like
just
an
had
angel.
like electricity go through your
Yo.
whole body. Like
I'm in school, and I'm like, I can't wait till 2:45. Boy, I'm about to go ham.
shit, I just
What?
Yo,
From that day on, bro.
Wait, listen to me.
That day on, it's been like 13 years, and I can't stop, nigga.
I'm gonna say,
I'm out here.
Ray, you know what I used to
Okay,
have to
wait,
do? I would get busy
Right, go ahead, Chops.
before I would take a bath. I would take like a shower or a bath. Right?
Yeah.
So I'd go, close the door, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Lock that bitch.
You know what I
man.
mean?
Nobody
So
coming.
this is what I would do.
It's
I
just
swear to
me
God.
and you, buddy.
I would print out. Listen.
What? You're
Don't
ballsy.
tell me.
Listen, let me keep going. I would print out certain pictures, right? Because we didn't have videos when I started. You had to use a picture of
Any little thing will get me rocked.
You had to hype a magazine.
Facts,
So
facts,
listen.
facts. Go ahead.
Yo, I would print out a picture. I would put it in a sheet protector.
He went that far.
You laminated your porno? You laminated your porn shots.
I didn't laminate.
Yo,
it. I
you
would just
different,
put it
my
in the
nigga.
sheet protector.
Okay.
You know the one you put, like,
the
oh,
waterproof
I would go to the
joint.
bathtub and stick it on the wall.
Oh.
First
And
of
go
all,
Busy in the bathtub.
And go ham. And go ham.
so now I know why my 13-year-old nephew takes 45-minute showers.
No, like it's real.
Thanks.
It's so real. It's so listen. So when it comes to masturbating, and women don't feel like, oh,
I can masturbate in like 6
hold on.
minutes.
How many?
6 minutes. Like, listen, my
That's
sister would have my
crazy.
son.
6 minutes?
My sister lives 7 minutes away from me. She'll text me. She's like,
6
"Yo,
minutes? I can rock with you then.
I'm
6
bringing him
minutes is
home." That's for masturbation, honey.
Oh,
Not for anything else. So my sister would be like, "Yo, I'm on my way." I'd be like, "Fuck." I
Damn.
really want to get one in before my son got home because I know it's about to be kid
one
zone.
in, like,
So I
fit
get
in
my
the-
little toy and I'll just be like,
Are you
"Alright."
on like the daily vibe? Like every day? Like brushing
No.
your teeth?
Okay, so it depends. When I'm like kind of like
Bored?
low in spirits, I masturbate
Low
like
in
4 to 5 times a day.
spirits.
When I'm low in spirits.
This is important. That's what I'm trying to tell
Like
you.
when I'm in
Masturbation is
depression mode.
important.
Because
You
like
need it.
I need
The boost of dopamine.
I need
You
the
need to let it
dopamine.
out. Like
Yeah.
all that shit, you need to let it go.
Yeah.
Let it
And then
go.
sometimes when I'm like feeling just like my normal self, like I'll like make myself go as long as I can without
But
sex
question
or
though, but now
masturbation.
out of curiosity,
Just to see
are
how
you-
long I could go. Like
but
I like
see,
to
some
challenge
women-
myself.
but
I like
some
to
women-
challenge myself.
hold on,
I
Yeah.
think that's
So-
important if you're a sexual person to give yourself droughts.
some women
challenge,
just some
yeah.
women just come.
Because then I know
And-
like the
and-
man that I end the drought with, he's gonna be like,
God.
Why does it? Oh, gotcha.
But hold
Dude,
on, but see,
back
some
up,
women,
you
but
know,
some women just come, and we have our squirters, you know, and just curious.
I don't know.
What?
What are you curious about?
Yo,
saying, 'cause
squirting
some
is
women
mad
come-
overrated, bro. You gotta change the sheets every single time. I don't got enough sheets for that. I rotate 3 sheets.
Yeah,
B. I don't got, yo, I can't, yo. Fam, I got 3 sheets, but they're both like a 700 thread count. Don't get it fucked up.
All right, my niggas up there.
I rotate.
Yeah.
But like, yo, you fucking up my sheets every single time. Like, you making like, first of all, you sleeping on the puddle.
Facts.
Yo,
Put
you're
the
on that
towel
side of the
down.
bed.
Put the
You know what
towel
I mean?
down,
Like,
and you gotta lay on it. Yeah.
You could put the towel down, but like if she's a squirter, like the towel's not gonna
See,
help.
I appreciate it though. I'm a different breed. I'm a different kind of Scorpio. We're gonna get into zodiacs too. So I'm a different kind of Scorpio. But I appreciate that, you know, the squirt and the nasty shit. Like I feel like I made my woman
Every
get
time
to
you.
But when it's your girl and you're doing it like multiple
even
times
if it's
a week,
not no, hold on. Even if it's
How do
not
you
my
deal
girl.
with the
Hold
sheets?
on.
when it's
He's
one
like,
girl,
how do you
when
fix
it's
the
a
sheets?
Even if
one-time
it's not,
thing,
listen,
no.
but see, with me though, like I said, I love women. I want to please my woman or the woman I'm with at the time. She needs to remember
That's-
me.
Okay, so
that
I'm gonna
needs to
tell
be
you-
unforgettable. So that being said, I'm trying to get you to that point wherever you're.
yo, 20 years down the road when she's with her husband,
Right.
You want her to remember that time when
she
you
gonna
still,
put my picture in that motherfucking
gonna
plastic
still
shit.
argue. Yo,
and
she's
put
still
that
gonna
bitch
look
on
at
the
your story.
Yes,
20 years later.
Goddamn right, nigga. She gonna get right. Take that little bullet out, go ham. 6 minutes, it's lit. Ray did that.
My husband's in the
The Ripper
shower.
did that.
My husband's in the shower. The kids are playing in the
that's
backyard.
it. You know,
Yo,
and that's
you
what
think women go through that? Like they're 10 years deep in a
abso-
relationship
yes,
and they're like,
yes.
yo, I still think about the time I got fucked like that.
No, 'cause I would
And
never-
Ray did it. I promise
Some
you.
people
Ray
like to
did
be in
it. That should
relationships
be
where they're
IG.
not. Listen, some people like. First of all,
50 Shades
of Ray and Ray did
50
it.
Shades of Ray.
And Ray
You're-
did it. Listen,
yes.
some people are okay with being in relationships where they're unsatisfied sexually and mentally. I can't. That's why I'm
Stop
single
because
now.
of why? Because of money.
For anything, money, looks, just
a lot of people
just
want the
to
money.
have something that they're comfortable with. I'm not that the kind of person. I
And you would
need.
rather have all right, let me ask you. So you'd rather have a millionaire with some
Average
you know what I'm saying, P, or you want to have a nigga with some dope dick who can stimulate the fuck out of you, make sure you
Okay,
get your,
does the millionaire cheat or is he faithful?
I would say he has his flaws, but the nigga with the dope dick is perfect.
They both
Would
don't
you-
cheat.
would you
they
take
both
a-
don't cheat. They're both faithful.
Nah. The
I
the
need-
millionaire, you're not, you know,
You-
but,
he
but
does
he's
his-
millionaire. Like he gives you
And his
everything.
dick is good.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
But then you got the other dude. He's a 6 or 7. You know, he's cute. He grew on you.
Ask V this after, by the
What
way.
does he do
He grew
for a
on you.
living,
He
though?
stimulates you
Okay,
no,
what kind of job does
mentally.
he have?
What kind of job?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just say he's a hardworking man. You know, he,
The dude with good dick, the dude with good dick makes 60,000 a year, and the
Okay.
dude with
Before
whack dick
taxes?
makes 400,000 a
60
year.
before taxes or after?
I would let's just say after.
After.
Let's say after. So he make ends meet. We're not going out every night, but baby, I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, once a
No, but
month.
you
I'm gonna
can
take you
take
to
vacations
Prime.
with that.
I'm gonna take you wherever, vacation. Yeah, we could go. We go to Key West. I'll rock your world. We can go to Puerto Rico on a cruise or whatever. But the millionaire, fly you anywhere private.
Wait.
But his
you're
dick is-
taking it too
Yo,
far.
but
You're
his
taking it
dick
too
is
far.
trash.
Trash or okay?
This is what the
He didn't
millionaire
say
said.
trash. He
He
didn't
goes,
say
look,
trash. He said
You gotta
okay.
understand. No, I want to know where you're at though. Would you take a average?
No, I would dump both of them and find another millionaire that had dope dick.
But then,
Hello.
or
Is
you
it
could
that easy?
potentially, you could
It
wait.
is.
Stop it. It's not because
I-
I ain't gonna lie. Are you taken right now? Or are you single?
I am.
Yo.
So with that being said, hold on.
Hey, she's talking about finding an athlete.
With that being,
I'm not
no,
talking about
ain't
finding
no
an athlete.
athlete.
No,
What
I'm
you
not.
mean?
First of all,
Good dick and a millionaire?
Fuck
What is
out of
that?
here.
How do you
ain't
assume an athlete? No,
I'll tell you,
I'm
bring
saying-
an NFL nigga and an NBA nigga. We're gonna have them both. I am a collegiate athlete.
Well,
but I
who's gonna
promise,
be the girl?
I'm
But who's gonna be the
and I'm
girl?
not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire, but I promise you,
You'll
those
fuck her.
two
You'll
niggas-
fuck better than the.
Listen,
that's where you get it.
I know
I'll
plenty
change
of
your
I
life.
know plenty of girls in relationships with bums. I'm not saying you're a bum. I'm saying with bums with good ass dick. And I know plenty of girls in relationship with guys that are mediocre. With mediocre
And they
sex.
blowing that bag,
No,
Birkin bag and all that.
listen. Mediocre sex and hardworking men. And I know plenty of girls in relationship with men with like millions and mediocre sex and whatever. And at the end of the day, you're always gonna find some shit you don't like. So personally, I just try and find someone that's at my level when it comes to ambition. Like I'm gonna be a doctor in a couple years.
So you fall in love with ambition.
You have
fall
to
in
at
love with
least.
potential.
No, I don't fall in love with
Ambition
potential.
can't give you
No, it
orgasm.
does
Facts.
not fall. I do not fall in love with potential. I'm not talking about. I know sex. I will never be in a relationship where I'm unpleased sexually. Never. Never.
What's your
I will
hold on
never
one
be in a
second, real quick.
relationship-
What's your sign? Just out
I'm
of
a
curiosity. Libra.
Yeah.
And those are the dominant ones, I believe.
We're the balanced ones. We like to.
Oh,
find a
Leos are the
median.
dominant
Yeah.
ones.
So I'm.
And
so
Scorpios
listen,
are-
I would like to find someone that definitely the sex. I'm a sexual person, so I want the sex to be good. Number one. When it comes to money and faithfulness and all those other characteristics that you want, I can like give and take on those things. But
So
I'm
the
never
sex
gonna.
is
I'm
must.
never gonna
Okay.
I'm never gonna marry a janitor. I'm never gonna marry a teacher.
Why?
I'm never gonna marry a bartender.
I get that.
Question,
I get that.
Because
question.
I'm a fucking
Standards.
doctor.
I get
I'm
that.
not
Yeah,
gonna.
I get
I'm
that.
never gonna be with a man that I'm fucking paying
I have a
more than
question,
him
though.
because men are providers, and that is a fact. Men are providers, so
Even
provide.
still today.
Yes.
I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Yes, men are providers, and don't let anyone tell you different.
So would it be- would it be-
You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me.
So, yo,
you should be
Would it be
capable
cool
of
if
providing.
Okay, let's say you become a doctor. It's safe to say you'll make 100. Let's say 100,000.
I'll be making like 120.
Oh, all right, yo, but listen, yo, talk your
we
shit.
know
I
you
just
got
wanted
it.
to use
We know you
hypothetical
got it.
numbers, fam.
We know you got
All right,
it.
let's say you make 120,000.
Okay,
Your man makes less than you. He makes half what you make. He makes 60.
that's not. He's not my man.
Okay.
He's not my man.
Okay.
I'm sorry because I need.
Okay.
He has to be at least
what about
making
you?
what I make
I
and more.
agree with M.
Shout out to the janitors, y'all hardworking niggas.
I'm a sexual person, so I just can't have somebody.
Y'all some freaks out here, y'all.
Cucumbers, coconut on the.
What is that coconut
I don't even
shit?
know.
What's with the coconut?
Nah,
What's the
if you went
coconut?
on Twitter where if girls they
What's the
said
coconut?
the
Where?
girls said girls if you don't know some girl tweeted if you don't know how to ride dick just get on top of him and spell coconut. So now all the girls are like, you know what I mean?
Got a
Like I spell
message.
coconut, da 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 da. And I'm like in cursive or like in print. Like, I'm like, yo,
Cursive.
trying to spell
That's
this
you know
shit
what's
like-
crazy, bro. Listen, somebody messaged. I had a message and she was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to spell coconut on you," and I'm like, "Huh, LOL." I know what the fuck you're talking about. I had to go hashtag this shit, and then so that's what it meant.
Okay, wait. I still need to know what kind of dude she
Twitter.
wants.
Oh yeah, so you want a dope dick nigga with what? I think
That she can spell coconut on.
but V, okay, so but
If he makes less than you, is it cool?
No, it's not cool. Because I agree with M. Like, come on. I'm
least equal.
I'm not
But
gonna
how
be
much are
over-
y'all making? Like y'all niggas is rich. Like
Yo,
what are y'all
I
making?
respect that. If you want a rich man, make yourself enough money to the point where you feel like you deserve. So I'm not mad at that. If she goes through all that work to get her, if she goes all that work and invests all that money to get a PhD, let's say, or becomes a doctor, she deserves because of the work she puts in. She deserves to have a man of higher caliber.
Curiosity.
Or equal.
Hold
Or
on.
equal.
So curious. So if the roles were flipped, am I entitled to want a woman who makes equal to what I make?
It's different with men and women.
Why?
Because men like to be dominant over the women anyway, so it doesn't matter if she makes less. Men like for women to lean on them.
Hold on, give me a second. Being that generations are, it's a whole new generation, and everybody is kind of shifting to something different. am I supposed to still feel old school or should I get with the new school? Because nowadays, men and women are damn near equal. I know a lot of rich women. I spoke to y'all about my lesbian friend. She is amazingly
Yo, it's
well
crazy.
Yeah.
My grandma said, like, yo, because she grew up when women didn't have any rights. You know? And she said, yo, women are like men. Like, she talked
Facts.
about women rights, but like if she hated it. Like, if she was mad, women had more rights. And in my head, I'm like, wait, but you're a woman.
Right.
She's like, I liked it. Like, when
Women.
I
say-
had my job and he had to do his job. And I was like, it fucked my head up. Because I was like, wait, if you grew up today, you would have more rights.
So did you
But
ask
you
her?
actually prefer it to be
The other
where
way.
gender roles
listen,
exist.
I
So did you
still-
ask her, hold on, in 2019, being that we're damn near equal, how does she feel about that? Because
She doesn't know. She doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it. Okay,
Yeah.
to me, you making money. You
Listen, I take care of the kids. I go to school. I clean. I cook.
But that's a single mother. Hold on now. Hold on.
But I still am at the level of I can do everything my damn self. So if you're gonna be by my side, you're gonna either be adding to me or taking some of the pressure off of me.
Nah, but okay. Well, okay. So my question is, if a man is ambitious and he's making 60K, you're making 120. You're immediately gonna.
If
X
I
him
didn't
out.
have
Hold on,
children-
hold on. You're immediately
Yes.
gonna X him out.
Yes, you don't even have to finish the question. Yes.
Dope dick, fucking.
He wouldn't even know what the
ambitious,
pussy's like
got
for
that-
me to know if the dick is dope, if that's the case. Because let me tell you something. The,
So
the
to
facts
date you,
is,
we need a resume.
the facts is this. The facts is this. I'm 32. I have 2 kids, and I'm almost a doctor.
Right.
So, oh shit.
It's all good. What ringtone was that? We're about to judge you. What was it? Future? Future
It's
what?
like Time by Meek Mill and Lil
Hey,
Baby.
shouts out to me, boy.
No, my
Okay,
thing is
MMG.
this. I'm, at my age with 2 kids and the fact that I'm about to be a doctor, like I don't really have time to like grow with your ambition. You know what I'm saying? Like if
You
I
don't
didn't
have
have
time
if
for
I
it.
didn't
Okay,
have kids
okay.
and I was younger, like if I was 23 and whatever,
You
I
have
was
to put in the
school,
same amount of work that she put in.
So my
Right.
question is, would you tell your daughter
Like,
the
you
same?
explained it right.
Hold on, M. Would you tell your daughter the same thing?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
tell my daughter straight up. My daughter's going to Ivy League college. Like, yeah, your man, your husband needs to be.
If he,
He needs to
At
be
your-
so if
at your
he's
speed.
if he's at a community college because he couldn't afford the Ivy League college, he's immediately out of the question.
She wouldn't even meet people like that because we're the place
No,
she should be hanging
don't
out.
judge a man by that. Judge a man by his drive. You can see his ambition.
I don't.
But there comes to a point where you got to show shit. Like, what have you accomplished?
Now,
At the end of
granted,
the day,
like,
you have to
listen.
be accomplished. Like,
Right.
Like, she's already accomplished, so she deserves a man who's accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
That's
If you're a
insane.
female or a man and you're striving to accomplish certain
Right.
things,
So I'm-
just be
He
on
should
your
have called
level.
me.
Like,
Yeah, he could have called me 8 years ago and been in the fucking game.
So, but let me go
But not
back.
today.
Let me go back and say like so. So it comes down to financials. That's what it comes down to.
It's not about
essentially.
For example-
financials. You're missing the point.
I'm
You're
sorry,
only
I'm
if
looking-
you meet a man, let's say he's 34 years old,
Okay.
right? Let's say 34.
He got a
if he
roommate.
doesn't own anything,
And
right?
he got-
like
and
if
he
he
got a
doesn't
roommate.
own a property, if he doesn't have anything to his name, that should be a red flag to
And red flags are deal
Like, to
breakers.
me.
We spoke about this earlier.
Thankfully,
Red flags are
I will
deal
say
breakers.
myself, I'm great. I'm good. But I'm just speaking about the men who are ambitious and
Right.
working so
Yeah,
hard.
they will find their
Hold on,
woman.
hold on, your level.
Yeah, they'll find a woman that's for them. They will find a
I'm
woman.
not in school anymore. I stopped going to school. My man doesn't go to school, nothing like that. But we're both on that level where like he wants to invest in real estate. I want to do the same. I want to have my business. He wants to do the same. Like we're there.
Right.
We're going towards like the
Right.
same goals. I'm not gonna go for somebody who is like a fucking.
She's not going to get what
An
she's
astronaut.
She's not.
They're
So you
gonna
don't
be
want an
asking-
astronaut
They're
and
gonna
you-
be asking something from me that I cannot provide.
Or
at
her
the
man
moment.
she's going in with her man to invest in real estate, and she's putting down 50,000, and he
Okay.
only has 10,000 to put in.
So with that being said, so you're gonna go for, I always said like a 9 or a 10 or a 6. So you're gonna go with somebody who's a 6 in bed, but financially
No,
free.
I'm going for 10s across the board.
That's
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
That's
I'm
the reason why y'all single.
Yes, I need the
Damn,
10.
yo, you're hanging. I'll wait.
I didn't even know you were.
I'll wait.
I'm like, wait.
chops from you.
We're on the
I don't
same
expect
page.
that. I'm appalled.
I'm waiting.
He's a
chops.
Why
are you appalled?
What?
He has.
Yo, that's why I'm not in a relationship, because I'm
Me
waiting
too.
for the 10 across. Not a 10,
My
but I'm waiting for like
mans.
all the boxes to be checked.
Listen,
Like,
I need at least 8 and up.
Last time it was like everyone has a list.
I'd rather be single.
Checking
Me too.
off that list.
Me too.
If not, you're just gonna keep.
So you
moving
rather
on.
die single
I'd rather masturbate for 6 minutes
Facts.
twice a week.
Facts.
Nah.
Facts.
No, I want
6 minutes?
I would love to have an
All it takes.
ambitious woman with views and a voice of her own.
But you're also in your 20s.
Give me a second.
You're in your 20s.
I want a woman with views that is fairly attractive, and she completes me with her thoughts and education. She not balling. I don't need a woman to ball. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
about that, right? Like,
If I think of like, can she make me better? She might be not physically the perfect one, or,
Right.
but iron sharpens iron.
but it's
you know?
different for men,
That's
though.
potential
It's
there.
different
She
for
has
men.
potential, and she can speak to me in a voice that's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you.
like Ray, I think about like, yo, could I take a 24-year-old serious, right? Is she?
It's not an age thing. Look,
Right,
I'm
right,
28. Chops,
Right. So
chops.
if I meet somebody, right, I'm accomplished. So if I meet somebody,
Right.
and they're like developing, right, they're 24,
You
but if
can
I
mold-
meet her and she talks to me like she got plans, and I see something in her personality that's like, wow,
Right.
It's different.
I'm gonna be like, the I don't want to say the Scorpio in me, but the man in me will be like, okay, she's striving for something. Let me help her get to that.
But
Like,
men
I'm
are
like
supposed.
a nurturer in that
Okay,
sense.
but wait, pause for both of you. That's what men do. As a woman, I'm not gonna meet like a man that's 32, my same age, and he's like, okay, I work at fucking Best Buy, and yeah, you know, like on the holidays, I give people my discount. I make a couple extra $100
the
of
bag.
paycheck.
At LA Fitness, I'm a
but-
trainer on Thursdays and Saturdays.
like, and I'm going to school to be a doctor, like, and I have 2 kids, and you know, I'm 32. I'm not saying I'm better than him or worse than him or anything. I'm just saying for me and the point I'm at in my life, like the kind of man I want is either going to be able to lift me to a higher level or meet me where the fuck I'm at.
And you can teach
deserves
this.
that.
Hold on, stop. But you can teach
I
this.
got
man,
kids
like,
to
listen,
teach. I got kids
She's
to
a-
teach.
No.
I don't have to teach
Okay,
no
so
man.
what we-
Female, we're men.
If I didn't have kids,
we
I
could do
might.
that with women, bro.
Now,
but
look,
women
Brandon,
can't do that
listen,
with men,
I'm
bro.
gonna
You
tell I'm
can't
gonna
tell
tell
them,
you-
make a
hold on,
man grow up.
let's talk about age. I'm 28.
But you have a daughter. You already know.
Yes,
it's
I've
like-
been through life and I've been through a lot of shit. But and I'll teach you some things. Don't get it twisted. I heard you. Now, but I will tell you, like, where I'm at now, I'm comfortable. I'm really good.
Yeah.
And where I'm going, motherfucker, goddamn, this
So
shit
you-
gonna be crazy. But I don't want you to fall in love with that. Have y'all ever seen Coming to America?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Coming
You
to
want her
America?
to fall in love
Give
with
me
that
a second.
potential.
Hold on.
With
Have
your
you ever seen
potential.
Coming to America?
Yeah.
The Prince of Zamunda, the nigga is multi-millionaire, goddamn King Jaffe
Working at
Joffer's
McDonald's,
son.
right.
And niggas working at McDowell's.
Yeah.
Little do you know, this nigga runs an entire country. He will soon be the king of a country, and you're gonna dead him because he's not there
I don't
yet.
got time for that. I have 2 kids.
Then,
Get
baby,
this
you gonna
through your
miss out
head.
on some niggas.
No, I'm
Yo,
not. I'm not.
But that's just me. I see.
He's
your-
missing.
No,
You're
I
missing
see
the fact.
yours.
No, you're missing this.
Because
I
what's
get
the
what you're saying.
percentage of the dudes that actually make it into
This is the
something?
point.
See,
Listen.
you're talking about statistics. I'm not doing. I'm
no.
talking about life.
She has no
And
room
I-
to gamble. She's not in a position in her life where she could gamble and roll the dice anymore.
It's like going to fucking. It's like going to the casino with your last $100. Are you gonna fucking put the whole 100 on the table? Or are you gonna be like, all right, I'm willing to put 50 on to
Good
make
point.
more?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Good point.
I'm willing. And at this point, I have a son and a daughter. I'm not willing to put 50 on any table. I'm willing to put like 30. Because the thing is, I'm comfortable with maybe I will never get married. Maybe I will just raise my kids and be by myself. And maybe once my kids are adults, then maybe I'll meet my soulmate when I'm 50.
Right.
I'm comfortable with that.
And you're working on,
Yeah.
but
And in the meanwhile, I'm working on
you're working on
myself.
you.
Exactly.
See, you got to work on you. And I'm gonna
Some
go back.
people
I feel like we
still-
got to go back real quick. You guys were talking about like, oh, I'm gonna work on myself or whatever. You have to work on me before there will be a we. Because if you're not happy with yourself,
Right.
you will never find the one. Because you look for somebody to complete you. That does not happen.
Right.
That
And,
does not
let me
happen.
just say one thing too, right? Like me deciding to go to school and be a pharmacist and all that. Like that was a big decision because that's hard.
huge.
It's hard as fuck.
'Cause you were
right?
making hella money
But
without that bullshit.
Every I was making money modeling, being a fucking
looking
bottle girl in
bad
South
as
Beach.
fuck.
Yeah,
That was
like
it.
I could have took the easy route and just been like a pretty ass bitch that ended up with a ballin' dude. And listen, I could still take that route to this day if that's what the fuck I wanted to do.
Chill.
But
She said she'll shit on you young hoes.
I don't fucking play.
Fuck y'all little young
All you
city
young-
girls, nigga.
Hey, all you stallions and hot girls
Yeah,
out there.
fuck outta here.
Crazy.
Don't make
Fall in
me.
line,
Don't
you
you
heard?
can count your blessings that I'm not still in the game. No, my thing is this. My thing is this. Like, no, seriously. Like, I want to. I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, M is in a good place in her life because of him. I want people to actually be like, yo, M with this dude or whoever the fuck I end up with, or maybe I don't end up with anyone, right? But I want them to respect me for not just because I'm pretty. Like, I want respect.
You made your own name. You made your own name.
I want my daughter to be like, yeah, my mom is
And I'm
a
going
fucking
to be
video
like-
vixen, and she's also a doctor. Like, I don't know.
How you gonna talk shit?
Right, like,
what are you gonna talk shit about?
Doctor
Like,
video
honestly,
vixen,
listen,
bitch, right.
you are an absolute exception because the people that fall in the whole video vixen
girls that
world,
pop that video, they're not
the bottle girls and all that. Listen,
But they could be. They
I'm gonna tell
could
you,
be.
I hire them and I love them. Honestly, I love them. They are great people.
But they could be if they put their mind to it.
But a lot of them don't because they fall into that thing like, yo, I'm about to get me a rich nigga to
It's easy.
save
It's easy
me.
to slang
They take the
pussy.
easy route.
It's so easy.
Never.
And we be falling in love with the shit.
There's no shortcuts in life. Do not take them because what
Exactly.
comes fast will go fast.
Exactly.
So
But here's the thing, though. See, what comes fast will go fast. So with that
We're
being
gonna-
said,
we're gonna-
these women, like, they feel like they can replace anybody. And M and V, you ladies are physically perfect. Physically. Physically phenomenal. And you feel like, yo, this nigga was good. I'll get another one.
But men,
It's all right. Yo, I'm
About this.
bad. I'm a
We'll have to
bad
put
bitch.
this up for the next.
Yeah.
To be continued. I'm with it. I'm with it. Shit, we can do that. I'm almost done. with
So
my
yo,
fucking-
hey, just make sure our podcast is on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. We're on Instagram, MIA on the rocks. Follow us. And I appreciate y'all holding us down.